How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Gameswell Show, Subtrendy's video game talk show. I'm your host, Andrew. Today on the show, we have Jessica.
Hi.
The last 2 weeks, we've had 4 people, but we're going to try to keep it to normal 2 people as often as possible unless like something like big happens, or like we just get bored and we want to do 4 people.
Or it's going to be the following week after this, which we're going to have 4 people on.
Anyway, yeah, this is the Gameswell Show, Subtrendy's video game talk show. Now we play video games, which today we're playing Dungeon Defenders 2 on the PlayStation 4, and we talk about random stuff. Each of us is going to bring it.
I'm doing one of those geek girl things.
Oh my god. Each of us is going to bring a topic to talk about. It's random. I don't care what it is. I'm ready to go.
Why am I lonely? Why am I dead inside?
Because you do stupid shit like the geek girl stuff.
Okay.
Anyway, we're playing Dungeon Defenders 2. I'm going to start recording it now. Anyway, I am on the left. I am Portillo the Apprentice.
And I am on the right, and I am Sir Galahad the Valiant Knight.
We are both level 2. So we're going to play the very first, what I assume is going to be the first map.
We basically played this map once to get reacquainted with the system, because we haven't played the second game at all, Dungeon Defenders 2. We did play the first one a lot,
Make it
though.
private.
Yes,
we played the first one a lot with Dan.
A few years ago,
Yep.
probably 2012 or whatever. And we played that with Dan, put a lot of hours into it. It's such a fun game, but we just haven't gotten around to 2, really. So
They've added a bunch of stuff to 2. They've added, like, costumes, and there's more heroes, but you have to pay for them all, and the game's still in beta, so I'm not going to do that.
The costumes are actually really
They
cool,
are.
though.
Like, there's a ninja.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's an awesome costume.
I'm assuming that's supposed to be the monk.
Yeah, I would assume.
But yeah, they have, like, different characters, like a robot and stuff like that. So, yeah, a lot of really cool stuff that they've been adding, but yeah, still in beta. You have to pay for early access, like $15. But big fan of the series, so we said whatever, go ahead.
So do you want to explain the premise of this game?
Oh, okay, so the premise of the game is it's a tower defense game. It's still waiting. There we go. Tower defense game, but like you move around at the same time. So enemies are going to come from these purple areas here, and then there's 2 on Jessica's side. You can see them on her side of the screen. And each character has 4 different towers they can build. They get stronger as they level up to stop the goblins from getting over here to that crystal cart. So we have to defend that. But while that's going, like while the waves happen,
That's a mouthful.
Yes.
While the waves happen,
we can run around and attack. So there's more action to it than just a normal tower defense game. So let's go ahead and start building our defenses. We can both build walls, which is super convenient.
Yes.
Because some characters cannot, and it's terrible.
Honestly, the way to play if you are a novice player at this game, or I don't want to say novice because it doesn't really have to do with skill, but just if this is your first time playing, is definitely pick the apprentice or the squire.
They're the easiest.
They're the easiest.
Do not pick the monk, and do not pick the enchant or the huntress. They are very, very difficult.
Huntress is very focused on traps, and the monk is more towers and
he's debuffs.
Oh, debuffs, and well, he also does the towers, like the flame. Or no, that's the wizard. Never mind.
He is just debuffing.
So he's just debuffs.
Which is very difficult to use.
With the apprentice and with the squire, which are the 2 that we've chosen, you actually get walls, you get things that attack, so it really helps out with the actual objective of the game. You're not just doing more arbitrary damage, I guess.
So my defensive setup, I put 2 walls on each of my lanes and a tower blocking each lane, and I'm going to kind of defend this side of the map.
So I have my area set up, my lane. I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to assist Andrew by putting one of these guys in here. That'll help out a little bit. So yeah.
Okay, let's get started. And
there is only a certain amount. You see that little thing in the middle? It says 270 out of 800. That's the amount of defenses total that you can build on this map.
Yep.
Each one costs a certain number of points and takes away from that. Just heads up to all of you people.
I hit the touchpad. I'm ready, so we can start these topics.
All right, I am ready as well.
Okay.
So we're beginning it, and we're also going to be in our actual conversation.
And Jessica, you're going to start us off this week. What is your topic?
Okay, so my topic is, I think we're still kind of new as far as subtrendy being a thing.
Yep.
So I feel like it's kind of cool for people watching to get to know us a little bit.
Yes.
What are the fandoms that we would say we are most a part of?
Okay. I like this. I like this question a lot. Because if you've watched our other videos, you can tell, like, based on how we talk about certain things, what we're big fans of, and what we're not fans of. But this is really, like, what are we really into? I really like the Overwatch fandom. I think it's really cool, especially considering how young it is. It's got a lot of really cool stuff from trying to discover the new characters because Blizzard keeps dropping hints to the non-pornographic fan art. And the cosplaying is really awesome, and there's just a really positive community. They're really involved. Blizzard does a really good job cultivating it. I really like it. So that would be mine. I like going to the subreddit and browsing it a lot. And just that subreddit, not like my front page with it being on there. Another one would be DC. I really like the DC fandom, especially now that Rebirth's going on. Love Rebirth. It's been so good lately.
A good return to classic DC.
Yeah, a lot more hope and optimism, definitely. A lot more fun to read. Less bad titles just for the sake of having titles out.
Yeah.
So yeah, those would be mine. And also, I like Metal Gear Solid a lot. The fandom is insane. Actually, probably insane.
Bunch of like conspiracy theorists.
Oh yeah, and they're nuts. They're super passionate though, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So those would probably be mine.
Oh, so we survived the first wave.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm repairing everything on my side.
I'm gonna go repair my stuff too. Repairing and upkeep is very important.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
So what's yours?
Okay, so mine. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and X out of that. I'm trying to repair this. Is what I want to do. Oh my gosh. Or I can just keep hitting the wrong button. That's okay. I figured it out. Oh, that's actually fully repaired. Okay.
All right.
Okay,
so what are yours?
Yeah. So what are mine? I'm so sorry. Okay.
Picking up these items.
Oh, you repaired the. No wait. I don't know what I'm doing. Apparently. There we go. Okay.
You sold it.
What am I doing, guys? I don't even know. I don't know what I'm doing.
What are your fandoms, Jess?
I don't know. Okay, I'm trying to play a game, dude. Okay, my fandoms. Sorry. First things first, DC.
Yep.
DC is one of my biggest fandoms. I love DC. I love Batman.
Yep.
That Batman, actually, to be more specific, Batman would be.
Yeah, I think that's probably mine too. Like I'm more like.
I'm very into Batman. I love the Bat family. I love the different universes of Batman. I love Batman. Batman's totally my thing.
So I'm pressing.
I'm gonna press mine too. Harry Potter, I have to give an honorable mention to, because I feel like that's the first thing that I ever was. Like that was probably my first fandom. You know what I mean? Like it's the first thing where you like fall in love with those characters, and you're like, hey, I want this to be. It feels more real to you than I think a lot of things do.
And especially because we were so young when it started,
Definitely.
and like. We grew up with it very like a lot, more so than these other fandoms. Like we're growing up with them, especially not so much DC, but like Overwatch, we're seeing its inception. You know,
which is really cool to think about, actually.
But like we're not like that young age that's like, still like super into like wonder and like going to school and like a magical school and like it's different.
Oh, you know what I have to give an honorable mention then too? Thinking about school days, Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Pokemon was like that was me as a kid. What's funny is I can almost go off how my room was decorated when I was a kid. Those are my fandoms. I had a Harry Potter themed room, Harry Potter themed birthday. Like I remember all of that happening. And I had a Pokemon themed room for a while too. Those were like my two really big things.
Shout out to your Beatles fandom too.
Oh my gosh, I did have a Beatles themed room.
Yep.
You would think that somebody born in the 90s would definitely not have a Beatles themed room, but.
Yeah, you are a huge Beatles fan.
I love the Beatles, actually. I was really, really into them in high school.
Non-pop culture stuff, I would throw out the brand new fandom.
Oh yeah.
I was going more. They're super obnoxious sometimes, but.
See, I didn't really want to go into that stuff though.
No, that's fine. I understand that. You're upgrading. But yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out.
Okay.
My other. Where'd my guy go?
You might be in first person mode. Click some sticks, maybe?
I don't think so. I think that I just am lagging a little.
There you go.
There we go.
Weird.
I would say that Final Fantasy VII is also really, really incredibly important to me. Legend of Zelda.
Got some floating boots here. I got some floating boots here.
There you go. I want to give shout-outs, too, to, like, Lord of the Rings and Star Wars, things that you and I are into, but I feel like,
I respect their fandoms. I'm not a part of it.
See, no, I really love them.
I do, too,
that
but, like...
they're one of those fandoms that's so established and so much I'm overwhelmed by them,
exactly.
and I'm not nearly as much of a fan as a lot of people are.
That's
what
Thomas. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Thomas could tell you so incredibly much about Star Wars and even Lord of the Rings, like both of those, and he could give you a lot more backstory and little intricate details than I ever could dream of being able to give somebody. I can say, oh, I really like Eowyn as a character. That's where I
kind of draw the line.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So there's no pause button in this game. You cannot pause it.
So we had
jumping right back.
We had to switch reels really quick. In a way, camera only records for 10 minutes at a time. So, but yeah, no, I'm in the same boat as far as Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. Like, I like them. I like them a lot, but I am so overwhelmed by that, like, the depth of them that I don't consider myself part of the fandom. I appreciate the fandom. I'm on the outside looking in. I'm okay with that.
Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm dead.
Oh.
I killed myself.
Oh, I am.
I think I'm frozen.
I'm also dead.
I'm not even. It's not even saying that I'm respawning.
Oh, there you go.
Here we go. Okay, that was strange. That was bizarre.
Yeah.
No, I completely agree though.
So, okay.
So, as to not beat this conversation to death, though.
Yeah.
What's your topic?
My topic is, how do you deal with stress? Which is a complete, like, 360 from what we were just talking about, like, fun, fandom, like, things you enjoy. It's like, how do you deal with things you hate, or that bother you?
We did it. We didn't even get the crystal touch. That's pretty awesome.
Awesome.
So,
good.
yeah,
Good job.
That was a weird way of putting it.
No, I know what you mean.
No one touched
What is
the
that
crystal.
creature over there on the right?
I don't know. I saw him at the beginning of the game, and I'm just gonna pretend he's my little pet.
Okay. We get chests apparently. But yeah, how do you deal with stress?
Am I going first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
I do this thing where I just don't. I kind of just. I don't know how we open these.
I don't know how we open them either. Do you hit it? Oh, maybe we're trying the wrong ones. Maybe I'm. Yep, that's exactly what it is. We're doing the wrong ones.
I can't. Oh, there we go. Okay. I try to deal with it, but I don't do a very good job. Like, I kind of just ignore it a little bit, and like I tend to let things bottle up a little bit too much. But I get very quiet. I get very introverted. I don't really talk. And it'll happen for a couple days at a time, and I'm just like, I don't want to do this right now. I'm just, I become irritable, and then I'll bounce back out of it. And it's just like, it's nothing that nobody's doing. It's just me.
Nobody's doing.
Oh, it's nothing that anybody's doing.
Oh, okay.
And like, I'm not mad at them, but like, it seems like I am, and like, I'm not trying to take it out on them. I want to just enjoy my peace, kind of thing. We good?
I think so.
Okay.
Oh, I saw something in the distance right as I said that.
I like how you're still just like running.
Yeah. To the tavern.
Yeah, to the tavern. So yeah, that's what I do to kind of deal with stuff. Like, it's not healthy, but unfortunately, it's what I do. But yeah.
But how do you overcome that slump, though?
It's just a matter of just like me being like, hey, stop being an asshole. And like either somebody telling me that or me like realizing it by myself. Yeah. Usually it's you telling me that. But I mean, like, it works. Like, that's how I deal with it. I like listening to music.
Yeah.
That's another, like, one of those things, like, I just kind of sit and I just listen to music and I get sad. And by getting
just
sad.
Let the feels
yeah,
come out.
like I get sad, like, in a
alive.
good way. Like, it's just like, okay,
it's good to feel sad every
yeah,
time.
like, okay, I can get over this. Like,
I'm ready to go to the next level if you are.
I am too. This dude is crazy looking. He looks like the guy from Atlantis.
Oh yeah,
like,
I can see that.
Like,
yeah.
I don't remember what he does in the movie, but that's what he looks like.
Yeah. The cook, maybe? No, the cook is the cool guy.
Yeah, the French guy. I don't know. Anyway, let's go to Dragonfall Bazaar. Okay.
No, the cook's not the French guy. It's the.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I can't remember.
Anyway,
French guy's like a
so yeah, that's how I deal with stress. Is I listen to music. I just kind of I shut up. I get very reclusive.
Yeah.
Eventually bounce back out of it. But yeah, it's really debilitating for me though. Like, I don't do anything. But yeah.
Yeah. So how do I deal with stress?
Yeah. I'm interested to hear this one because you have a lot of stress.
I do. I have I like stress, honestly. Like, I thrive on stress. If I wasn't stressed, I would give myself something to be stressed out about because that's kind of how I function. I like to always be thinking ahead. For me, most people when they get older, they look forward to retirement. I never want to retire. That's like one of my greatest fears. And I know that sounds absolutely baffling to people.
I totally get that.
But it's like, I watched this Nightline or something, maybe it was CBS, and it was Stan Lee, who, of course, if you're watching this show, you probably know who Stan Lee is.
Yeah, more than likely.
Marvel co-creator, co-character creator, you know what I mean? He was doing an interview, though, and he was saying, like, I never want to retire, and the reason why I never really want to retire or leave is, like, what would I do if I retire? I get to travel, I get to meet the people who I want to meet and people who love what I love. I get to do what I love every single day and be creative and have a fun time. And like that's the type of life that I want to live.
Yeah.
That's why I like doing this, is because this is sort of what I want to be doing. I need to get my chest. I'm sitting here.
Yeah, you need to get going.
So I thrive on stress. I like it.
I do and I don't. Like, you're, like, that's something we never really agree on.
For me, the number one way that I counteract stress is I make lists. I have a planner, and it's like, when I buy a planner, I don't buy like your $10 Walmart planner. I buy like $30, $40 planners where I can schedule what I'm doing every day. I use my planner religiously.
Yep.
I make lists constantly. If I'm always planning ahead, the present doesn't get to me as much. That's kind of how I do it, you know?
I'm ready, so I'm hitting the thing, by the way.
Okay, I don't even know, like...
I've got my side set up. You just deal with yours.
I don't even know where I just put stuff, man. I think I put it over there. Where's their crystal, even? Are we just protecting this cart? We're protecting a cart, not a crystal.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, this is where my mind is. It's hard to talk and play at the same time.
I know, that's part of the fun of it.
I know, it's distracting. You know, let's just go, and I'll deal with it. You have both of those lanes taken care of.
Yep.
So I really just am focusing on this lane.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. That works for me.
Yep.
So I plan. Planning every day keeps the demons away, right?
Yeah. Sure, that's the thing.
Other things that I do, I drink wine. or just drink.
Yeah.
Or just, you know, not like in a bad way, but like, you know,
Yeah,
drink
there's nothing wrong.
There's
There's nothing wrong with having a glass of wine.
I talk to friends. I talk to you.
Yeah.
I am a huge fan of escapism.
Yeah, no.
You know, when the planning is too much and it's just making me more stressed out, which can happen, you know, I tend to play a video game or read a book or watch a movie.
But you like get really into it.
I get really into it.
Like
the kind of
that's
reason
what
I
happened with
talk
Mass
about
Effect.
Oh, Mass Effect should have been in my Fandoms thing. I love it. I, you know, feel a connection to these characters. They all mean a lot to me. I need to heal. Yeah, that's kind of how I do. I don't really think there was anything more that I did not mean to use that, but that's okay.
I don't even know what you did.
It worked. I like the body slam.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, we have like abilities and stuff. I forgot about that. No, I mean that makes sense. I mean, I agree. I think those are your things. Very much so. I don't know. It's just like it's interesting how different people deal with stress because you are such a high anxiety person and like you have way more stress and like I
could not live if I weren't a high anxiety. Like that's just how I am. You know, that's how.
You're leveling up, by the way.
Yeah, I guess I should do that.
Yep.
I think that can be something that's kind of.
That's all the points you had.
Yeah, I think it's something that can be kind of intimidating to some people.
Yeah.
But that's just kind of how I do it.
I get a little low. Oh no! This is weird. Like, there's so much difference between this and like.
I honestly am not really even paying attention. I'm looking at the pictures and I'm like, I think I know what that means. I'm gonna put points in it.
Okay.
So. That's
whatever works for you. But yeah, you're such a high anxiety person. Like, I couldn't deal with how you function. Like, and so like I always think it's really interesting. Like, how do you do that? I don't know.
I go to school full time. I work full time. I also work for a professor, and then I'm also an assistant teacher for another professor.
We can upgrade stuff now, by the way.
Oh, that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also do this.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think that if I weren't so busy, I would be bored.
That's fair. That makes sense. I don't know how you deal with it. You're just constantly stressed out. And just, it's exhausting watching you sometimes. I don't have enough points to upgrade anything else.
How do I upgrade stuff?
Triangle.
Triangle, I see.
Yeah, I don't even have enough points to repair stuff. I did not budget well, like real life. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought it would be interesting to hear how you deal with stress. Like, I know how you do, but like it always interests me like how people deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
So
it'd be interesting to have for both of these topics. I would love to hear what Thomas and Emily have to say.
Yep.
So, and I am excited to do Subtrendy with them, or not Subtrendy.
Gameswell next week.
Gameswell, yeah, the following week because it's gonna be the four of us, and we're gonna be playing a really fun game.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to spoil it?
No.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah, that's the Gameswell show this week.
Okay, so we're not gonna do the next level.
Nah.
Okay,
no.
that's fine. We already showed you a whole round, so.
Yeah. thank you so much for watching. If you have questions, suggestions for us, leave them in the comments below. And make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see more. Go check out our website. It's a good hub for all of our postings. And give us a like on Facebook as well.
And I worked really hard on that website, so
yeah, it's really
someone
cool.
better go to it.
It's really neat. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back next Wednesday at 8 p.m.
And don't forget later on this week to check out the board room at 5 o'clock. No,
8
at
o'clock.
8 o'clock on Friday night, and to check out Subtrending at 7 o'clock on Sunday night, hosted by yours truly.
Yeah, what she said. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.